Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Actually, during this lockdown, COVID-19, you see many of the resources or many of the substances have been finished in the market. As just suppose there is one shopkeeper, he has some resource to sell to the market, but as this shopkeeper, his all the substances are finished. Now, how he will sell these substances to this local area, local public? Means you can see he is having a limited resource, right? Yesterday, actually, there was a news about Delhi that petrol and diesel prices has been raised. Value added tax 30% in diesel means actually it was raised till something like 7 rupees or 10 paisa for diesel and 1.50 rupees for petrol. So have you ever thought, where do this petrol diesel comes from? Is there anything free in this nature? If you suppose that anything which is free in this nature, any resources which are free in this nature, yeah, you can see that air is free, sir, water is free, but if you want a pure water, then you have to pay a fee, right? Water bill also people are paying. But there are two types of resources: natural resources and artificial resources. Are you getting or not? Natural resources has been also divided into the two parts: exhaustible, and if I ask you, just suppose, exhaustible and inexhaustible means which do not it will be exhausted, means it will be completed one day, but one thing which is not going to complete till the world is there, the thing is going to remain. If I talk about the sunlight, you are paying electricity bill, right? In the olden days, people were not having electricity in their village. I am talking 100 years ago. Just suppose 100. Right now 2020 is running. So just suppose 1920. Just ask to your grandfather's father if he is living in the world. Just ask to your grandfather's father if he is living. Then, dear great grandfathers, at your time the electricity was there in this village or not? What he will say, He will just say, sir, we were listening about the electricity, that when the electricity comes, the light glows. He will not tell you that I have seen electricity in my life, because that time there was only one light, that was sunlight, and that was free of cost, no bill for sunlight. Nowadays people are putting the solar light on their terrace, so 100 years cost they are paying at once, and till 100 years now they are not worried about the electricity bill. Yes, if you are also worried about the electricity bill, you can just buy one solar table or solar charger. You can just, there is a solar cables are coming, so with the help of that solar lights, your whole light will be, whatever the substance you are burning, tube light, LED, fan, AC, whatever the electrical appliances you are using at your home, everything will run with the help of that solar cables. But the solar cable price is so high, as for example, just suppose that you are paying 2000 or 3000 electricity bill per month. Calculate the 100 years. Suppose that 30,000 you are paying in 1 year, 60,000 in 2 years, in 3 years 90,000, 4 years, just suppose in 4 years you are paying 1 lakh. So 16 years you will pay 4 lakh, 20 years you will pay 5 lakh. And within the 5 lakh you will get one solar cable. You can bring that solar cable and you can fix at your home, and that solar cable will be run till 100 years. And till the 100 years you don't have to pay a single rupee for electricity bill. Means once you are just bringing that solar charger, solar cables, solar satellites, so these all the things are being used nowadays. Solar plant, you have heard the word about the solar plant. It is nearby our school also. So you can see that solar plant. How with the help of that solar cables we are bringing this solar cable at our home. In the village you will see that street lamps are burning because of the solar lamps also, solar lights. So now, actually why I am talking about this, today we are going to discuss class 8 Science chapter number 5, coal and petroleum. First of all, I just want to tell you about the resources. What is resource? Can you tell me? Anything which especially is benefit to us, that is our resource. Resource means a material. You can just say a material which is being useful in our life. So I am talking about natural resources. Natural resources. Have you heard this word, natural resources? A resource which we are obtaining from the nature is called natural resources. What we are obtaining from the nature? Can you tell me? Can you define what is natural resources? Natural resources are the substances that occur in nature and that are of use to humans: sunlight, water, soil, air, rocks, trees, minerals, and all the other materials that are found on the earth naturally. Are the examples of natural resources. So if anybody will ask you what is natural resources, natural resources are the substances that occur in the nature and that are useful for humans. This natural resources has been divided into the two parts: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. There are two types of natural resources: renewable. Renew means again it can be formed renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Non-renewable. If anybody will ask you what is renewable resources and what is non-renewable resources, just in a one line you can say renewable resources do not get exhausted easily. Renewable resources does not get exhausted easily means this renewable resources will not be finished. Remember, it will be finished, but it will take million to billion of years to finish. Renewable resources do not exhaust easily. But if we talk about the non-renewable resources, then non-renewable resources exhaust easily. So renewable resources do not get exhausted easily: sunlight, wind, and water. What are the examples? Sunlight, water, and wind. Do you think that sunlight will be over? No. Water on the earth? No. Air on the earth? No. So these are the few examples of renewable resources. What about the non-renewable resources? Non-renewable resources either cannot be replaced naturally or can be exhausted. Either cannot be replaced easily. Means you just think that non-renewable resources cannot be replaced by naturally, or it can be exhausted. Means it can be finished. If they are not used carefully, then it will be finished. Metals, topsoil, fuels, coal, petroleum, means these are coming in metals, rocks, coal, petroleum, and etc. There are many non-renewable resources. Now our chapter name is coal and petroleum, so it is coming in non-renewable resources. Now we have understand about the resources, or the two types of resources, especially natural resources which are obtained from nature. There are two types of natural resources: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable means it does not exhaust easily, and if I talk about the non-renewable, it can be exhausted or it cannot be replaced by the naturally. It can't be replaced. Metal, topsoils, fuels, coal, petroleum, these are the examples of. Now come to the point fuel. What is fuel? In the previous chapter, I have told you about 6th chapter. In the 6th chapter, the chapter name was combustion and flame. For the combustion, I have informed you fuel we require. Can you define what is fuel? A fuel is a substance from the combustion of which we get energy. A fuel is a substance from the combustion of which we get energy. We use many fuels to get heat energy, light energy, and so on. Fuel can be classified into the different ways. like physical state, solid, liquids, gaseous, and the origin of fuels, maybe fossil fuels, non-fossil fuels, availability, it can be renewable fuels, non-renewable fuels. So there are many types of fuel. A fuel is a substance from the combustion of which we get energy. A fuel is a substance from the combustion which we get energy of heat energy, light energy, and many more types of energy. Now question is what? As we have known about the renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources means a resource which we get from the nature, first of all natural resources, and which is not going to be exhaust easily. Renewable, and which is going to be exhaust easily or it can't be placed naturally, is called non-renewable. All the metals are being found from the earth crust. Total how many elements are there? 118 elements. And all these 118 elements are found naturally. Especially some of the elements are being prepared in laboratory. But if I talk about most of the elements are specially categorized from the earth crust only. So after getting this all information, let's start our NCERT textbook as here it is. We use various materials for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by human efforts. All of us know we are using different types of materials in our daily life. Some are made naturally and some are made artificially. But does this all include air, water, soil and minerals? Since all these are obtained from the nature, they are called natural. So the substance which are obtained from the nature is called natural resources. Can air, water and soil be exhausted by human activities? Is it possible that air, water and soil can be exhausted from the earth? Not possible. You have already studied in the class 7, is water a limited resource or not? Water is more than 75% of the globe is covered with water. Water is not going to be finished, it is not going to be exhausted from the earth. So, is the light of the availability of various resources in nature? Natural resources can be broadly classified into the two kinds: inexhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible renewable resources is also known as inexhaustible, means which is never going to be finished. Inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. So here they have classified into the two parts. Inexhaustible natural resources. These resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Examples are sunlight and air. Exhaustible natural resources. The amount of these resources is in the nature is limited. They can be exhausted by the human activities. Example of these resources are forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So we have studied about the renewable and non-renewable, means exhaustible and non-exhaustible natural resources. So can you categorize all these things, whatever you are looking in your life, how many things are non-renewable resources, which you are using and which is going to be finished, which is going to be exhaust. So here that's why in your NCERT textbook they have categorized into the two parts: inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. After getting the knowledge about the inexhaustible and exhaustible, they have done one activity. They have make a group, take some containers, fill them with the popcorn, peanuts, roasted gram, toffee, divide students into a group of 7 each, further divide each group into the 3 subgroups containing 1, 2 and 4 students, label them as the first, second and third generation respectively. These subgroups represent the consumers as the population is growing. Second and third generation have larger number of consumers. Put one full container for each group on a table. Ask consumers of the first generation from each group to consume eatables from the container of them. Now ask the second generation, consumers from each of the same. Ask students to observe carefully in the availability of eatables in each container. If some things is left in container, ask the third generation from each student. Now finally observe whether all the consumers of the third generation got eatable or not. All observe if anything still left in one of the containers. See what this activity is just saying to us. Population is not going to be stopped, right? Population is going to increase only. Because you know very well, right now it's more than 130 crore people present in India, which are giving vote to government. 130 crore. Earlier in 2011 it was 125 crore. And now after this year, means after 2020, in 2021, you will see the population will cross 140 crore. If this population's number cross, then what will happen? Will they get everything, all the naturally required materials? Will they get sufficient amount of house to live? Will they get sufficient amount of air to breathe? So the number of population is increasing. We are not thinking about the next to next generations, how they will survive. If we will only use all these renewable or non-renewable, means exhaustible or inexhaustible natural resources, if we are only thinking that it is unlimited, we should use anyway, it is not going to finish. But what about the non-renewable resources? So you must think about the generations which are going to come ahead. I hope you all have liked this video. In the next video, we'll discuss more about this renewable and non-renewable resources. That's all for today. I hope all of you have liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Share this video with your friends and also read the PDF of this chapter. That's all for today. Thank you. Thank you very much.